Hello, I am Dr. Gajendra R. Bedre, Department of Physics, NS Science and Art College, Bhadravati, District Chandrapur. My today's topic is gravitation. I think you heard the story of Sir Isaac Newton and the apple tree. Let's see, first we'll see what is the concept of gravitation. Everyone knows when you throw any object upward, it comes down due to the Earth's gravitational force. So first we'll see what is the concept of gravitation. Gravitation or just gravity is the force of attraction between any two bodies. All the objects in the universe attract each other with a certain amount of force. This force of attraction was first observed by English physicist Sir Isaac Newton in 1687. Sir Isaac Newton observed that all material objects thrown up falls down the earth due to the attraction by gravitational force of the earth. The magnitude of this force is related to the mass of the object and the distance from the earth's surface. This force is too weak to be observed due to the very large distance of separation. Similarly, every object attracts the other object and the relation is given by the Newton's law of gravitation. On the earth, gravity gives weight to the physical objects and the moon's gravity causes the ocean tides. I will see what is Newton's law of gravitation. First, we will see the statement of Newton's law of gravitation. Every particle attracts the other particle in the universe with the force which is number one, directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. To understand this, we consider the figure 1 which is shown in which the two bodies having masses m1 and m2 and they are separated by the distance r as shown in the figure. Then, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, we can write F proportional to the product of masses, that means m1, m2 upon square of the distance, inversely proportional to the square of the distance, that means upon r square. Or we can write F equal to minus g m1, m2 upon r square. This is the equation 1, where g is proportionality constant and is called as universal gravitational constant, and negative sign shows the attractive force. In a vector form, the Newton's gravitational law is given by vector F12 equal to minus g m1 m2 upon r square into vector r12 and vector F21 equal to minus g m1 m2 upon r square into vector r21, where vector F12 is the force acting on mass m2 by mass m1 and vector r12 is the unit vector in the direction along m1 to m2. Similarly, F21 and R21, vector F21 and vector R21 are the respective quantities. Now we'll see what are the characteristics of gravitational force. The first characteristic of gravitational force is the gravitational force is the attractive force. Second one, the force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The gravitational force between the two particles is the central force. Fourth one, the gravitational force is independent of the medium between the two particles are. Fifth is the gravitational force between the two particles is not affected by the presence of other particles. Sixth is gravitational force is a conservative force. Then the gravitational force is the weakest force. The gravitational constant g is a universal constant and a scalar quantity. Acceleration due to gravity is a vector quantity and changes with space. We have seen the gravitational constant G in Newton's law of gravitation. So from equation 1, we can have G equal to minus Fr square upon m1 m2. If we take a unit mass, that is m1 equal to m2 equal to 1 and R equal to 1, then G equal to F in magnitude. Thus the gravitational constant G is defined as the gravitational force of attraction between the two particles of unit masses and separated by unit distance. From equation 1, SI unit of G is Newton meter square per kg square and CGS unit is Dyne centimeter square per gram square. And the value of gravitational constant G is 6.6743 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square, and this is the dimension of G. Let's see what is the meaning of gravitational field. Figure shows the gravitational field, which is shown by the blue color, light blue color, of a body of a mass m. First, we will see the definition of gravitational field. The space around the body where another body experiences the gravitational force of attraction is called as gravitational field of first body. So in the figure, surrounding space shows the gravitational field of a body of mass m. Within this space, another body of mass m experiences the gravitational force, and outside this force, there is no force. Next is gravitational field intensity. Gravitational field intensity at a point is the gravitational force experienced by unit mass of body at that place, and it is denoted by E, and it is also defined as gravitational force per unit mass. It is gravitational force per unit mass at a point is called a gravitational field intensity at that point. Here we are considering the same figure as we have seen earlier. The gravitational field intensity at a point at a distance r from mass m due to the other body of mass small m is given by E equal to F by m, and it is equal to minus gm upon r square, because we know the value of F by putting the value of F. What is the value of F? G m1 m2 upon r square, or G m m capital M small m upon r square. If we put the value of F, then the equation will be E equal to minus gm upon r square. This is the equation 3, and the SI unit of gravitational field intensity is Newton per kg. Next is gravitational potential. What is gravitational potential? The gravitational potential at any point in the gravitational field of any body is defined as the work done in moving the unit mass from infinity to a given point. So this is the work done in moving the unit mass from infinity to a given point. It is also defined as potential energy per unit mass placed at that point. The SI unit of gravitational potential is joule per kg. If W is the work done to bring the unit mass m0 at a point, then the gravitational potential at that point is given by V equal to W upon m0. Now we'll see the relation between, we have seen the two terms, that is the gravitational field intensity and gravitational potential. Now we'll see the relation between gravitational field intensity and gravitational potential. So the force acting on a unit mass, we have seen this relation is given by F equal to F0 equal to m0 E. But if m0 or m0 it is equal to 1 unit, thus we can write F0 equal to E. The small work done dW to move the unit mass through the distance dr is given by dW equal to F0 into dr. It is equal to, what is the value of F0? It is E. So we can write it is equal to E dr. So the equation 4 is dW equal to E into dr. By definition of gravitational potential, this work done is equal to the gravitational potential. Thus, dW equal to minus dV, that is equation 5. And from equation 4 and 5, The left hand side is same. So we can write minus dV equal to E dr. Therefore, E equal to minus dV by dr. So this is the relation between the gravitational field intensity and gravitational potential. Thus, the gravitational intensity at any point is the potential gradient with respect to the distance. So this is about the gravitation. If you have any queries, you can contact me on my email gr.bedre@gmail.com.